Hello and welcome back to Pontus Place. We are about to defend our settlement in Red Ridge Mountains against the attack of the humans. And look, I looked up some lore, and I shouldn't have. I learned some things I wish I didn't know already, but we are for sure, like I discovered in the last episode, we are in Azeroth. This is after the invasion through the Dark Portal and that whole thing. So that's good to know canonically kind of where we're at. And let's go on and take this fight to Red Ridge Mountains and see how that goes. Alright, welcome back to Warcraft Orcs and Humans. And I just had what I think is a fundamental gamer experience, or content creator experience. I just lost almost a full episode of recording. So my daughter woke up halfway through the playthrough. I tried to sneak in a recording while she was sleeping. So I paused the recording in OBS. Everything was fine, but then at some point during the day, I accidentally knocked my external hard drive, so it disconnected the destination for the recordings in OBS, and that deleted the whole thing. It corrupted the file. So I lost half an episode of gameplay. As you can see here, the minimap is already explored. I got a bunch of lumber and gold. So we're gonna have to restart the scenario, and who knows, maybe that's for the better. So I'm gonna restart the scenario so we get the cinematic for you guys as well.
On your return from the dungeon, you receive word from advanced scouts that the recently established outpost near the Red Ridge Mountains is under siege. A group of raiders have been dispatched to assist you in taking back the outpost and crushing the human opposition. Your secondary objective is to seek out and completely destroy their encampment, putting an end to this threat for good.
So here we go, heading into Red Ridge Mountains, which is next to the human human capital of Stormwind, and it's also on the very edge of Burning Steppes, which is a orc or horde type of associated environment. And like I said, as we found out, we are definitely in Azeroth, and when I looked up some of the lore, which I regret doing, I kind of understood also what's about to happen, which makes sense now that I know in what timeline this is taking place. So this is taking place before the Great War, and the Great War is what happened when the orcs first invaded Azeroth through the Dark Portal, which was a thing opened by Gul'dan, like I mentioned a couple times, his name, and he was corrupted, or aided and then corrupted by the Burning Legion, Sargeras and the Burning Legion. And he's like a demonic, all-powerful being almost. So he learned a type of magic called Fel magic. As you can tell, I already knew now where this gold mine was, because I already played this map. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, so he was corrupted, and then he brought the orcs here from Draenor, but he wasn't alone. So Draenor is the home planet of the orcs. So there's a guy called Medivh. He's called the Last Guardian. He's basically like Gandalf in Lord of the Rings. He also assisted in opening the Black Portal to kind of save the orcs, I think is what the deal was. But then due to what happened with Sargeras and the Burning Legion, they just came to Azeroth and started a war on humans. Or maybe the humans started it, actually, when they saw the orcs. That I'm not too sure of. So what I do know from this map now, having played it once, is that we can train raiders, which is really cool. But we have to build a blacksmith in order to be able to build them. And they're really expensive. They cost like twice what a spearman costs, so I'm gonna play it a bit differently than what I did in the first one, in the sense that I'm going to first build up a bigger army of grunts and spearmen, and then once I have like a sizable army, then I'm gonna invest money into the raiders. I also need to make sure that my spearmen are upgraded. And when I get the blacksmith, I'm gonna upgrade the grunts, because I can now also upgrade shield and swords, which I haven't been able to in the other playthroughs. And I also know where the second gold mine is. It's over here, across this little green water. And it's quite far away, and I know that I need a lot of peons. Because the distance is so great that for them to run back and forth, like it takes a really long time. So I need a lot of them to kind of keep my income stream going. So I can afford to do one spearman now, because I want to make sure I stay within means to be able to... Okay, that was stupid. Yeah, I want to have the means to be able to... Oh, he won. What a fighter. Absolute unit. So yeah, I want to make sure that I have enough money all the time to be able to buy a new grunt. I mean, a new peon. 'Cause I'm gonna have to keep them coming. And if I remember correctly, they're not going to attack me from the east or anywhere. Maybe there's a patrol here, I can't remember. Let's find out. Farms, yeah, we need to build another farm. Okay, found the gold mine. Can start sending peons into that gold mine already, because yeah, I can put one or two more in here actually. Because once you put too many of them, they're basically just queuing up, and there's a point to where more peons don't lead to more efficiency or more gold. But this mine can for sure take, because they're not lining up outside. Are they? No. We're complete. We're also going to build another barracks, a second one. Oh yeah, trees. Forgot all about the trees. And also, I'm happy to tell you that I invested in a new keyboard earlier today. So this is the first time playing with it, and I am so happy with it. It's a Logitech G915. Because I had just decided that I needed to buy a new one because the old one was so loud. And as it happens, when I went to the store, they had this one on sale for like 30% off, or even more maybe. And you know, when you try out new keyboards, at least this is how it is for me. When you try out a new keyboard for your PC, it's like when I walk past the keyboard section in like a computer store or electronics store, I always tap them just quickly to get the feel of them. And you know, or I know within the first few touches, whether this is a keyboard that I can use or not. Oh, we don't even have enough trees to build. Yeah, here we go. He's delivering now, so all good. And the cobbled road is too far away. So yeah, just tap the keys of a new keyboard just a couple times, and I will know for sure whether I will like that keyboard or not. And I think it's so important with how the keys feel, because you're gonna hit those keys a lot. Especially with what I do for a living, like I analyze games for goalies, and I use the keyboard all the time. Like, so I spend so much time on the PC for work and for leisure, so it just makes sense. So I was going through these different keyboards, and none of them felt right. And I just saw this Logitech, but it had this big alarm thing on it. So I asked, like, is it possible to do you have another one I can try out? And said no, but I can open it for you. So he took it to the back, opened this huge alarm thing, opened the box in front of me. I put my hand on it and just went, and I said, yep, that's the one, for sure. And I just tried it now before I started this game, and it's so nice. It's so comfortable to to use that, like, just the keyboard itself makes me more excited to play. So hopefully now there should be very little, there should be less, very little, or maybe next to no sound from the keyboard picked up by the mic. That's what I hope, at least. Alright, we need 500 lumber to build the barracks. You need to move. Alright, second barracks is on the way. So the reason I know also that I need to have a lot of units, and not just because what I did last time was I explored a bit too much and it cost me some units, and then I had to sit here for a long time and just build up because they have knights and they're really strong. Okay, let's upgrade the spears. So what I thought was, because they were so strong, I thought, alright, I have to have the raiders to be able to counter this. Temple, blacksmith, kennel. Let's start with the blacksmith, but no, more trees. But basically what ended up happening between the raiders and the knights was there was this trade-off with you kill one, I kill one, and I just need to have a good, healthy army behind the raiders. There you go. Knight. Run back. Let's go into the fight and see what happens. No, not you. Run away, run away, run away. Come on, come on, come on, come on, buddy. Survive. Survive, please. Thank you. Yeah, so there is some enemies to the east. Let's start by removing those from the equation. Can we build blacksmith? Yes, we can. Now, something that confuses me greatly with this new keyboard is that it doesn't have the number pad on the right, so it's a lot shorter, so the keyboard ends where the arrow keys are. So I haven't, it's not automatic for me right now by moving my hands on this keyboard. And with my previous one, the buttons were a lot more elevated, so I could feel the difference between them a lot more. It's a nice change. Oh, not you. You're a peon. But it's gonna take some getting used to. Okay, we're upgrading the spears, and this was also a thing with the previous run that I did, the one that got corrupted, the one that I lost. I put myself in such a bad situation economically with putting so much money into the raiders that I was never able to upgrade the axes and the shields and stuff. Basically, I put all my money on just the one bet, and I don't think that's the way to go for this. Once I have a sizable army, we'll go for the raiders. Oh yeah, they have healers. Really strong healers too, they heal so much. No, we don't need to cross the bridge right now. We just need to make sure that... Okay, it's only 1700 gold left in that one. Just need to make sure that there are no enemies hanging around near the gold mines. That grunt is almost dead, so we can leave him actually there as a sentry. Can you tell how much faster I am now with the keyboard? And I don't mean with the keyboard, I mean with the controls moving around the map. I feel a lot quicker, at least. And very soon I'm gonna be able to take some of the peons doing the lumber, because I don't really have anything that costs that much lumber. So I can put them into harvesting gold. Okay, somebody died here. I don't know if that was something that they fought when I wasn't looking, or if that's a unit of mine that died previously. I have no idea. Where? In the base, god damn. You guys need to run away. And you guys go for the knight as well. So maybe he now killed the peons that I was going to use for my gold mine. Owned. Kited. Micromanaged. Alright. And for those of you that don't know, micromanaging, something that I never got particularly good at, is when they're fighting, to like move units back and forth. So maybe this guy's starting to get low on health, but I don't want him to die, so I move him behind this guy. He starts to tank, and that way I still have them both in rotation. That's micromanaging, and I never got great at that, especially in big fights. Alright, keep the gold coming, boys, and let's position ourselves so we don't get surprised by knights or whatever. Here you go. 2 knights coming that way. Good job, Mr. Sentry. See, that's micromanaging, but done too late. Okay, there's a cleric over here causing trouble. And at first I thought clerics were only healers, but they cast fire also, which is troublesome. Let's use this guy to build a kennel, which contains upgrades for the raiders. I know it seems we need to have the blacksmith and the kennel, because in the first run of this map I built the kennel and thought, hell yeah, now I can make raiders, but that never happened. So I just went on with my life and made a blacksmith, and then all of a sudden, from nowhere, they popped up. Spear throwers are upgraded to the max. Kennel, there you go. Got 2 raiders coming. And I now want to do this because the first upgrade of increased speed for the raiders doesn't do that much. The second one does a whole bunch. Ooh, he survived by a hair. Alright, I think this line of peons works. I could use more because the next mine is further off than that even. So this is where I'm unsure now. Do I attack? Because I got quite the force, but I don't know what's waiting for me on the other side of that bridge. I never got that far in the second game, like the first game that I played on this map. Oh, these grunts are trash. Almost dead. Never mind. We're using them anyway. Right, we are attacking. Let's go ahead and attack the cleric. Oof. But you know what? I think my spearmen beat their archers. Oh, I also have a raider left. Alright, raider is gone. Train a new one. Train some more spearmen also. And you know what? This is going to be my scout force for now. My scouting party. Because I don't know what lies here, and I think gaining that vision is worth losing a couple units. Look at how fast that cleric heals. Okay, luckily they drain on mana quite fast, but that's a joke. Like, that's so fast. Alright, harvest. Like the healer in Warcraft 3, for example. Sure, they heal a few points of health, but like this guy out heals a couple of spearmen throwing at the same target. That's crazy. I guess we do need to upgrade the axe because of the clerics. So there's another gold mine here with 13k. This one has 20. This one has 13. Alright, so we got plenty of resources to work with. Yeah, I'm gonna have so many grunts by the time I'm done with this. And I know they're colliding here a little bit and it's not smooth, but it's like in StarCraft, like the key to success, and it's the same in this game of course, but I think it's even more tangible in StarCraft, where you have to have expansions and expansions and expansions. Because the flow of resources really determine everything, whereas in Warcraft 3, your skills with a hero can also have such a huge impact. Okay, upgrading the axe strength. Next we're upgrading the shields, and then I think all the offensive upgrades are done. Send you to this one also, because this seems to be a bottleneck where they collide a lot. And this poor guy working the lumber all on his own. Alright, and then after that we're upgrading the kennel. The faster wolves, we need to do that twice. And the second upgrade is 1500 gold. So it's going to be 2250 gold for the wolf upgrades, and then we can go for the temple and see what we have in there. Because I'm hoping, even though I know that we have necrolytes, I am hoping for some type of healer, like a shaman or something. And because this is in Azeroth, no, but this is just after they came to Azeroth, so they haven't yet befriended the trolls. So they shouldn't have witch doctors yet. They also shouldn't have access to Tauren, so we can't get those shamans either. I don't know. Maybe we don't get any healers. Wait. We cancel that upgrade. I said we're doing the shields next. Alright. They have a cleric with them. Like, I know I have many more units than they do. I have 8, they have 2. But that cleric scares the shit out of me. For real. But let's go for it. Okay, maybe that was a tactic that can work. Switching targets. Or maybe he just ran out of mana. That can also be the case. Good. Last shield upgrade coming. Another gold bomb with 13k in it. Oh. Now we can upgrade the faster wolves. Alright, we have found the human encampment. Here we go. Yeah, this was a suicide mission. Come on, take that. Good. We got the knight down at least. So they have 4 knights and a couple footies. Which is not that bad, but I have nothing. So I'm just gonna hope that they don't attack straight away. I actually thought I had more units sitting back here. Which is why I was so like, let's attack and sacrifice those. Yikes. The knights have a flail. That's very interesting. Because when you think knights, at least I definitely think of sword and shield. When they're mounted. Is he coming? No, he is not. I'm gonna attack him because I don't want him to group up with archers or clerics or something. And my orcs are upgraded to the max, so they should be able to handle this. We micromanage a bit. There you go. didn't lose anything, but 2 of them are basically dead. Now it's a tough balance because I need to produce more soldiers, but I also would benefit from having more peons running. So maybe what I should do now, I should let these guys hold the bridge and spend all of the rest of my gold now on the raiders. So the production is going to be a bit slower, but all the units that are going to come out are strong as F. Go, 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 go. And I know that becomes a bit of a war of attrition and he can wear me down, but I'm at least not allowing him to like build up an army and wait for me there on the bridge. What else do we have? Advanced structures. Okay, the only thing we haven't built is the temple. And if this was indeed Warcraft 3, then magic would be a really good idea because knights have heavy armor in that game and heavy armor is susceptible to magic. The more you know. When he gets back, we can upgrade the faster wolves and then we have all the upgrades available. And this one is significant, like it makes it, they move a lot quicker. And now with all of the rest of the gold, we are getting raiders. Okay, stuff like that is a good example. That gets eliminated with speed, because now the grunts had to like slowly walk over there and not have full health, and then they get gunned down on the way there. So if we can close that distance faster, we take away some of the power of their archers. And we're gonna have to defend this bridge quite strongly later, because this gold mine is gonna run out soon. Which means we have to use this one. So we're gonna have to defend it here. Move up the line of defense. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Nice. So we can have this little shield wall going on here, and then we can put some spearmen behind it. Like, we are gonna put pretty much all we have left, all we have now on raiders, but a few spearmen from like firing from the back line is still a good idea. And an even better idea from here is to move the grunt the other way so that the front line does it. Oh, look at the speed. Didn't look as impressive as I had it in my head, but that's a big difference. There we go, close the gap. Whack him down. Go, 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 go. Murked him. Absolutely smashed him. There you go. Question is, how many do we have? We have 1, 2, 5, 6. So let's train 2 more, then we have 8, which is 2 full groups of raiders, and then we start filling up with a couple spearmen behind it. And then we dominate this shit. It's really dark in here. Like, I have all the light shining straight in my face, so it like washes me out in that light. I'm sorry for the bad lighting. I'll figure something out. Should we build the temple for 800 gold? 500 lumber? No. No, we're going by steel. We are taking them down with nothing but steel. 1 spearman. Now we have 2, I just heard him. I guess 4 will be enough. We have 2 groups of raiders, 1 group of spearmen, and then we're attacking. And then as they are attacking, we will continue to fill up the ranks with the spearmen. Because hopefully the raiders won't die. At least not all of them, and at least not that fast. Where are we farm-wise? We are using 27 out of 37, so we are all good. Absolutely tremendous. Okay. Mr. Gruntman, you get to wait. Wrecked him. Let's go. come on. Fight, 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 fight. Good. Knights are out of here. So it is fully possible that I overestimated the army they would have, but that felt good. Running in and absolutely dominating this. I mean, I still lost 4 raiders, but they lost everything, so that seems like a fair trade. Now, attack the barracks, so we don't get any more knights coming, if that's where they train them from. Oh yeah, like, also in Warcraft 3, these have siege damage, which does more damage to buildings. That might be relevant here, like I mentioned in the previous one, where it was just spearmen attacking the piercing damage and the buildings took forever to knock down. But again, I don't know if that counts for anything here. Okay, Town Hall is gone. Oh, that's, I guess all that's left now is to knock down whatever buildings are left. The farms are always like ridiculously resilient buildings. It's only like in Age of Empires where the farms are easily destroyed. Like if they could knock down the barracks that quick, then this shouldn't take that long. Okay, what's going on? Are we victorious? Are we? We are not. Either there are units hanging around somewhere, or I missed a building. There you go, there you go, found you. 1 cleric hiding. Oh my lord. Victorious? Yes. Okay.
If only these worthless humans could fight as well as they die.
I actually mined more gold than the than the NPC. I'm happy with that. Alright. So this episode now, if you count the break from this morning until now, it's taken me just about 9 hours to record. But we were victorious. So now we have defended Red Ridge. We're gonna leave this episode here. But as we did in the last one, we're gonna have a look at the next cinematic to get an idea of what we have to do next time.
The humans of Sunnyglade have become fat and lazy with their prosperity. The town is like a ripe plum waiting to be plucked. You will march upon their weak human armies and smash them to pieces. Somewhere in the town is a tower that you must keep intact so that we may study how their magics are created. Fail me, and I will have your head on a pike at the gates of Black Rock Spire.
Okay. I've never heard of that town before, but I wonder if the tower they're referring to is the town of Azora, town of like where Karazhan is in World of Warcraft, where Medivh studies. And he said they were weak, but I don't think that's true. So yeah, we're gonna leave this episode here, and hopefully the next recording goes smoothly. So there you have it. Thank you so much for sticking along. The fights are more and more now getting into what the real game looks like, where it's like you're too afraid to attack, so you need to amass an army before you go. And like in these types of games, that's called turtling. When you don't leave your base, you don't explore, you just build up your army, and then you launch this huge attack. That was a bit of turtle defense, but we got through it, and I'm really excited now to see. I know that there's not that many episodes left of the Orcish campaign, so hope you want to continue to stay along for the ride. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.